Good evening and welcome to another Halloween event. I think it's our 12th one, I think. I feel like we've done loads this year.
Thanks to me, I bought these.
Yeah, Aaron's bought these tickets. Woo! Dale's paid for the petrol. Yay! We're at Whatton House for Whatton House of Horrors.
Two trails.
It's called the Witchfinder, and there are two trails. There's trail 1, which is... I forgot what it's called. But basically it is a 45-minute walk through the woods. Spooky things happening, and then there is the Torturer's Apprentice. I remember the second one, which is like a 15-minute
Witchfinder.
I know, but it's got different names. It's called something like Fear the Woods or something like that, I think. Yeah, and the second one is the Torturer's Apprentice, which is a bit more like traditional scare maze, 15 minutes.
You buy the tickets separately.
Yeah, you don't have to buy both. I think, did you say it cost about 25 quid? One was about 20 quid. You get a discount if you do buy the two together.
Yeah. I'm just having a look at the names.
But yeah, the event's called Witchfinder. Best if you're driving here as well. We've had to. Your sat nav will take you to the main entrance of the hall. There's some yellow like a direction signs. You want to follow those because they've got like a one-way system into the car park and out the car park on the main road and stuff.
Witchfinder Trail 1 is Fear the Woods.
I told you, something like
There's a bit of a story here as well.
Hey, so I might describe when we finish. See what we pick up.
And then Witchfinder Trail 2 is the Torturer's Apprentice. So yeah, the first one is a 45-minute theatrical horror experience like no other before it, and an epic adventure that will chill you to the bone.
Nice. But yeah, this is all sort of organised and put on by the Area 51 guys. So we went down to Satan's Slammer on Friday, and we kind of bought these tickets off the back of that being ace.
The second one is a 15-minute detour into dark, chilling dungeons, an exclusive insight for the fearless who dare to look behind the veil of a vengeful master.
Nice.
And we've got extra theming tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say, there's like we're driving this proper lightning going off. I might try and show some. Because this is a long walk through the woods and we can't film a lot, I think we'll do a finish up review when we get back to the car, but I'm going to take the GoPro in my pocket, so any footage in a minute will be GoPro based, just to like if there's food stalls and if there's, you know, the house looks cool or whatever else.
I'm just seeing if there's any rules on filming. Right, we'll see you shortly anyway. We'll see you in a bit. I don't know what you can see on this because it's really dark, but the house is all a little blue. It's a cool little path. At least we know where we're going. Yeah. Cool little hub thing. So there's a cocktail bar, there's a pizza trailer, there's a normal bar they run themselves here, I think. There's some undercover area over there. I don't know how you get to this. There's an undercover area for eating and like some coffee and some donuts. That's nice.
I wasn't sure was that another bar? The little trailer.
Yeah.
They're not fussed about you having a drink around here, are they?
No.
Right.
Well, we've got to hurry up because it's over.
Yeah, let's go do the second one and we'll catch up with you in a bit. Can't see through glasses. Glasses wet.
It is
probably can't focus the camera because everything's a bit moist.
It's damp and wet.
It is. So we are just out of. Well, we're back in the car. So we've been around. There's two trails. There's a nice little hub area actually, and like this whole, you walk through an entrance. There's some like there's portaloos for toilets, and there's like a nice courtyard. I got some video of it, so hopefully that goes in.
Food, drink,
yeah, so like
fire breather,
cocktail bar, 3 bars, pizza truck. Like there's quite a lot in there for a small little venue that's a walk in, walk out kind of job. It's quite well catered for.
It is definitely.
And then sorry, I think if it's the camera or if it's the steam. But then we're very wet today. Sorry, this is a wet one. And then we went to trail number 1. Did you buy? Is it 15 minutes? Like she buys tickets in for this?
Yes. And they say to leave 45 minutes to an hour. I did an hour.
Yeah. Which is probably about right. showed our tickets. We went in about 15:15, and then there's like another queue where they batch you up into groups, wasn't there? And that we were queuing maybe 20 minutes there, I think. I saw past on my phone before we started going through, so it was 15-20 minutes.
And it was about a 45-minute.
It was about 45 minutes.
It was very wet, but it was good. The story was really good. The actors were really good.
Yeah, the story's really cool. You get a story all the way through about it being 1655 or whatever year it was. I've forgotten now because that was like an hour and a half ago. But then like there's Witchfinders,
finding and hanging the witches
and stuff going through. Yeah, like all the way through, like story start to end. Some really good scenes and some really good effects in there as well. Like it's not just a to say it's outside in the woods, they're not just like talky things, there's stuff that happens as well.
Yeah, it was good.
And it's quite unique in that regard. I think I don't think I've seen anything. A couple
Quite
of bits
like
they do, I
that.
don't think I've seen
No,
any
there
of
were
those
some
before.
really good bits, and the only downside was we got mixed in with another group, so we were a really big group. So one of the really good scenes,
that bit was ace.
we
I forgot about that.
were stood. Whereas normally you'd be sat at a table and get a proper view of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's weather based or if it's a busy night, but we got to a point in the woods where there was like each group was waiting by a light. So there was, a character talking to one, and then there's a couple of groups, and then there was the other group talking to a character, and everyone's kind of shuffling along, and they kind of doubled up, didn't they? Like we joined the group in front, and I don't know if that's for logistics just to get some people through or not, but it meant that we were stood in a corner for a bit where we probably should have been sat down on some benches, which would have been 10 out of 10, and instead it was only 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it was still really good. Just the catching up with other groups, I think, is their only problem there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I were you, sorry, I'm tired today. I know how you could get round that. Book a later slot. Less people do the later ones.
Yeah, I was going to say,
not so busy.
Or really early one. If you're on the 6:45 groups, then I guess they're fine because you go through first with nobody.
Yeah.
We were 7:15, so
it was peak time.
we weren't too late, but yeah, I guess the 7 o'clock.
We came out and there was no one queuing to go through.
Yeah, and it's time's it about 8:30, 8:45.
Yeah, so if you booked it's 9 o'clock now, but we came out of the first maze and there was no one queuing to go in it. So if you book one for about 8:15, I think you'd be spot on there.
Yeah. Might be better than if we come next year, to be honest. We'll book a bit later. But yeah, really cool story. All the actors are great. All the actors seem to be characters. There's not many like jump scarers or people that just say boo around corners because of the nature of it.
No, they're proper actors. Yeah.
It did take about 45 minutes or so, and I say I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Good. And then we came out. You come back out in the courtyard. So you got the option of some drinks and some food if you want. And then we did trail number 2. Trail number 2 is the Torturer's Apprentice. The group you there in 2s or 4s, or 2-2-4, I suppose.
Yeah.
So we went through just the 2 of us.
Because we like to do these things on our own.
It's a little bit more scare mazy.
Still a bit of story.
Still a lot of story. Like you are the Torturer's Apprentice. Like a guy greets us at the start, gives you a bit of story, does some stuff, sends you on your way, and that kind of follows through. There are a couple of bits which are like close corridors with smoke and lights, and a couple of scary actors in there and stuff.
Again, we started catching up to a group in front, so we could do with batching a bit different there as well.
Yeah, we just say we held back.
We just hung back, but
whether that's because say someone's not quite said a couple of the lines that they should, or because there's only 2 of us, maybe we said less than the group in front were 4, so maybe they're a bit slower and less questions and things.
Yeah. But the only reason that had a queue to go in is because we were all late coming out that first.
Yeah, obviously because
everything kind of backlogged. So the later you book, I think the better.
Yeah, maybe because we came out as a group of, I think there's probably about 20 of us when there should be 8. There should be 8 to 10, and there was 2 groups of 8 to 10, so there's probably about 20 people came out. And yeah, I guess that means
20 people going through the next one.
12 or 16 all turned up at once to go and do the second round, where the others might have done it first or whatever. You can do them either way around, I think. So you could book the other one first and then the long one second.
Theming was good actors.
The theme was good in there, some good actors. Again,
good costumes.
Yeah, it's a little bit like dungeon style where there's some sneaky talky bits.
I thought it was like the dungeons.
I mean, there's Torturer's Apprentice, it's kind of got that feel to it anyway, but the way they talk to you and there's some conversation, you're not like, they don't pull somebody out to be like the experiment or whatever, but
no, but yeah, it was...
there's some back and forth, there's some conversations in there rather than just walking through and being scared and people saying lines, which is cool. My only negative for that is that they've got these drapey bits. Things are draped everywhere, but because it's raining, some of them are soggy and they're slapping in your face.
It was like having a wet fish slapped against your face, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's because of the weather, because of where it is. It's sort of inside, but I get the feeling it's in the inside of an old stable block. All
That's
the
got
buildings
some
around
leaks.
All the buildings around there, they're a bit like old stable blocks that they use once a year for this, and this is only the second time they've done it, so they've probably not gone around and patched all the roofs.
No, it was good though.
But it was good. I had a really good time.
Overall, really good event. The weather obviously put a dampener. We might have spent a bit longer, had a drink, but it's chucking it down, so we wanted to get back to the car.
There is a little indoor seating area, but it did look to only be 4 tables.
It had a lot of people
like
in there.
And I say we're 20 minutes from home with this one, so I'm sorry you're not getting extra money out of us today. That's it is what it is. Good time.
Yeah.
Probably will come again.
Yeah.
I probably would come again. I think they changed the story from last year. Last year was their first year, and I think they've changed the story up. So hopefully they do the same next year as well. Because it seems to be run really well. I think we'll just book a 8 o'clock ticket, not a 7 o'clock ticket, and
later.
see what happens.
Yeah. Since it's so close to home, it don't matter anyway.
Yeah. Right.
So we got Horror at Hitchinbrook tomorrow.
Horror at Hitchinbrook tomorrow, which is the last thing we've got booked. It's probably the last thing we'll do, but we'll see. Who knows? We always like last minute. I'd quite like to do something on Halloween weekend, but we'll see. I'm kind of skint as well. We've drove nearly 1,800 miles this Halloween.
This is a problem, you see. I dread to think how much we spent on fuel.
Yeah, I'm not looking at a credit card bill. That's fine. That's all right.
Oh God.
Anyway, so yeah.
Halloween, y'all.
Halloween. Horror at Hitchinbrook House tomorrow. And if you're thinking about going anywhere, we've got loads of videos. We've done all sorts in the last. I think it's our 12th event, so feel free to check out the playlist.
I got a bit of in-maze footage of the first one before it started raining too heavy, so go to our TikTok, Adventures with the Allens, #1 on the end, because someone had already got that name. Yeah. Couldn't believe it. So yeah, there'll be some stuff on there if you want a sneaky peek. No big spoilers.
Cool. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a good Halloween.
Bye.